Dean Davison, liveweatherblogs.com, student meteorologist here with your overnight edition, overnight outlook here for the 20th, and today is Wednesday, going into our Thursday here. We're taking a look here at a few things. Got a front moving in this evening to the area, this area right here, chance of showers. I think that shower probability is going to be quite low as the front moves to the east, and we're going to see that front move through and push a lot of dry air and windy weather into the area, especially in the Appalachian Mountains. We're under a wind advisory here in the Roanoke Valley, and we're going to go into that. We also have an area here in Texas. We had to watch for severe weather. Here in Texas and Oklahoma and New Mexico area, some rising air. We could get some hail, high winds, and possible tornadoes also. Like I said earlier, we're looking at Davidson risk factor, and we'll look at it when we're looking at the severe weather probabilities. Into Friday, see the front move to the east, the upper level low still kicks in, and actually makes the severe weather more probable on Friday, with possibly more tornadic activity in the panhandle of Texas and in Oklahoma. So, as you see a dry line form, it's this line right here. Let me go back here. This dry line will be the area where we get the most lift and the most probable area for tornadic cells, and run to the large hail. We get a nice system, strong system coming in here in the northwest. And that'll follow pretty much the same way as everything else is going here. All right, let's go to severe weather. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in this area, and that's until midnight Mountain Time, which would equal about 2 a.m. in the Eastern Time Zone for the chance of high winds and hail, and there's still a probability of tornadic activity in that area. We've had a few tornado warnings break out. We also had some severe weather back here towards Las Vegas, believe it or not. We've had some severe weather back here in Nevada. All right, let's go to Thursday. We got low-level jet come across here. That's going to make low-level jet mixing with the front low pressure system. We'll get some convergence and possibly some tornadoes in the area for Texas tomorrow. And we also have an area with isolated risk of severe weather up here along the coastline as the front plows into it and keeps some moisture. And the best day for severe weather, as I said, will be Friday. Like I said, when we get that low pressure sitting back here and this dry line form along the west panhandle, that'll be the focus for supercells in Texas and Oklahoma on Friday. At the National Hurricane Center site, we have a high probability of a system developing, 80% chance. We're going to go into that. This is Invest 99, and we're going to go into that in one moment. Here's the Invest. The only problem here is the low is sitting around there. So all the moisture is on the eastern side of the system, and when it does get around the center of circulation, that's when we can get the probability of development. I think it's when things start to drift more west, we may get a better chance of this developing. We have a lot of strong shear coming across here, and that's one of the reasons it's impeding this from becoming richer at this time. I mean, the computer models some of them are showing this. I mean, 96 hours, 72 hours, it shows it's almost hurricane force. Here's a few models. The GFDL came around. A lot of these models have come around now to say, this westerly motion will occur. It all depends on the timing and the high and how strong it is. But we still have HWRF. It still gives a solution. It comes around and then goes back in towards Tampa Bay, Florida. Like I said, don't keep too much of an eye on this. I mean, keep it in the back of your mind, but it's a very low probability of that happening. A lot of these models take it where it is now, move it south based on the pressure gradient, and move it to the west. And this can come in anywhere between like Cancun and Belize here, and most of them are putting it on central, including the GFS, and then move back to the Gulf of Mexico. This could be a situation if it gets into the Gulf of Mexico. At the same time, we have trough cutting in. That's going to be the problem with the system and may kill it. Is the shear that comes across here in the northern Gulf, and it's very dry. We have Typhoon Migi here, and it's also going to experience some shear problems. It's moving to the north and northeast at this time, and it's push then back around and then into the coastline of China. Here's Taiwan to the east of it. So there will probably be some effects here in Taiwan based on the location. But also, you can see this comes back down to a tropical storm by landfall. This may spare, depending on how much shear is there, may spare the worst of the weather. The biggest problem is going to be precipitation, rain, heavy rain in this area, and it's not good when you get rain in China or any of these Far East countries. Much like at this time last night, we have the center is pretty open here, pretty symmetrical, but it's kind of getting some dry air intrusion here, it looks like, and we also have, like I said, the shear up here pushing, which was keeping this north-northeast heading, and which will eventually start affecting the storm when it gets to the coastline. So, and this can also teleconnect into a storm in the that may come to the United States as a regular low-pressure system with front eventually sometime next week or the week after. With that front path, we have a wind advisory in the area. Here's Roanoke, Beaufort County, City of Beaufort, right here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. The winds are going to be strongest here in Botetourt and Beaufort County, east of the Blue Ridge. I would say winds maybe up to around 50. This says 25 to 45 gusts. I would say 50 to 55 gusts east of the Blue Ridge. That would be good on the western side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we have the gusts 25 to 40, with the winds are 15 to 30. So definitely will be strong winds. We may have some scattered power outages tomorrow, and isolated power outages, and the leaves. Watch the leaves falling. Hopefully it won't destroy the whole Blue Ridge Parkway of its beautiful views of the leaves, but we'll pull down some, I can guarantee that, unfortunately. For the forecast, 44 overnight, cold degrees. Make sure you find a lot tonight. 70 degrees with strong winds tomorrow. Sunny, very strong winds. Gusts up to about 50 miles an hour east of Blue Ridge. 70 degrees. 42 Thursday night. Friday, 65. 36 overnight on Friday. Boo. Cold. 72 Saturday. 74 on Sunday, with mostly sunny skies. Clouding up on Sunday night. 54. And for the triad, 44 overnight. 75 Thursdays. 68 on Friday. 73 Saturday, partly sunny, 76 on Sunday, and lows around 40 each night, and 50 on Saturday with most cloudy skies. So, we're watching Migi, and what will happen with that. We're still looking at possibly Richmond development. Severe weather, though, and that's going to be a big thing in the next couple of days in the Midwest. So we'll keep an eye out here for you at Live Weather Blogs, and the wind here in the east, with any damage photos, I will bring them to you tomorrow. Until then, Gene Davis, LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Have a great evening.